I graduated in 1984, and I had my options of either stay here and be a farmer or mechanic, and I said, well, let's see the world a little bit. I actually have a twin brother. His name is Guy, and we were actually going to go in together, under a buddy program, but he opted not to do the Airborne thing. He said, buddy, you're on your own. So I continued my path with the Army, and he went Air Force. I was really scared because I had a son that was born 2 weeks before I deployed. My son, Gary II, and that right there kind of, took the wind out of my sail. But I know I had to go. I know I had to deploy. I know I had to, this is what I signed up for. I had a sergeant who was a Vietnam veteran at the time, and he said, son, don't worry. We're gonna get you through this, and we're gonna get home, take care of your son. I was determined, so we did what we had to do. When I enlisted, the package deal was MOS, then Airborne School. And as I got through part of basic training, I kind of rethought it a little bit. My dad was like, what, did I drop you on your head? You're gonna jump out of a perfectly good airplane. Only thing comes out of air are birds and fools. I got into jump school down in Fort Benning, Georgia. Was down in Fort Benning, Georgia, Columbus, Georgia. My first job was as a 63 Bravo, as a light wheel vehicle mechanic. My time in Saudi Arabia during the Persian Gulf War, I had a back injury. We were doing some things out in the middle of the desert, and it ended up in a herniated disc in my back. And so from that point, things kind of went downhill as far as my health. A lot of the materials that we had to dispose of, we dug pits with our equipment and we burned it. And a lot of that stuff, as we know now, was toxic. We did put stuff over our eyes and face to try to help get rid of that bellowing smoke. A lot of it was black and thick. Actually, when I got out, they were talking about Gulf War syndrome because a lot of the soldiers had a lot of fatigue and different stuff. And we took a lot of medications at one point. We're not sure what it was, if it was actually tested, but hey, soldier, sign up, get in this line, get your shot and get your pills, and that's what we did. I remember the first thing I did when I touched soil at Fort Bragg, I got on my knees and I kissed that tarmac. And and I spotted my wife at the time brought my son up, and I was gonna pick him up and stuff. He looked at me and he said, he cried. He didn't know me. That was tough, but I said, well, I'm home. I said, you're gonna get to know me. I'm Pop's home. We're gonna make it work. I was sitting in a chair downstairs one day, and I saw a commercial come across. I said, I had to call him. I said, I have so much trouble getting in and out, losing my balance a little bit. And I said, I'm gonna fall one day. And so I called. I got an 800 number call, and the guy said, we're gonna send a representative out there. And the very next day, I met Daniel Hall.
I came out for an appointment to look at a bathroom inspection, and of course we talked for a good amount of time. Got to hear a lot of his story and what's going on with his life, and we wanted to move forward with everything, but some things weren't lining up, and he needed it done. And when West Shore Home Warriors came up, I thought he's the prime candidate. He's had quite a few knee surgeries and replacements, and he's got a shoulder replacement coming up at the end of next month. It's a nonstop battle for him, and it's that 24-inch threshold of getting into his shower, stepping over the tub. I mean, it was a scare. And with all the procedures he's been through, a fall is not something that he can really muster.
This is just extraordinary. This program that you all have, it's wonderful. I mean, it is, giving back to the community. It is very heartwarming. It really is. It's going to be a blessing to me because I'm the caregiver. And when my husband's decided to jump out of planes, he's had a lot of surgeries. He's probably going to have at least probably another 4 or 5 surgeries. And so this shower will, allow me to take care of him better.
What we're doing today is we're tearing out a fiberglass surround that had 4x4 tile butted to it. We took out a section that removed the fiberglass unit, put a new subfloor in, new drain, new water lines with new shutoff valves, did a beautiful seaside surround, put 3 shelves in for him, 2 brushed nickel grab bars, Mow antique seat for, you know, if he needs a moment to sit down, he can have that moment. We gave him the brushed nickel handheld, and to top it off, we had the beautiful brushed nickel shower door. So that security now that he's going to have with the accessibility, being able just to walk in, have the grab bars, it's not only going to be good for him, but also his wife as well.
We talked about the handles here and the handle there and the bench seat, and I'm like, a bench? Really? Oh man, that's gonna be so great. Oh my God, I told my wife I'm gonna fall asleep in there.
You know, we were close before. Now that it's actually happening and getting done, I just see it being a ongoing friendship and everything, and giving him and his wife the freedom and independence. I mean, that's huge.
It's an amazing feeling to be a part of something this great that, you know, a company that we work for really looks out for their veterans. You know, we hire veterans, we have veterans that work for us, and then to be able to help those veterans that really need something to help change their life for the sacrifice that they made for our country, it feels great to be able to give back to them. He must have shaken my hand 20 times, just couldn't thank us enough, you know, very, very appreciative, and I know that this is going to change his life forever.
Okay. Check it out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh Lord Jesus. This is wonderful. Yeah, brother. This is wonderful. Oh goodness. And look at the bench.
So make sure to leave the water on for a little bit, but everything's set up and set.
Gosh.
This time tomorrow, we'll be getting.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Oh my goodness. This is a life changer. This is a life changer. Oh my God. Where's your home? I didn't know him, but now I do know him, and like family. These you meet these people, these young women, young men. They do what they can do to help you, and they do what they say they're gonna do, and that's important. That's great.
Keep up doing what you were doing for our veterans, and just keep being you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. And it's great meeting all of you. It's great. Y'all are awesome.